Hi, ladies. My name is Carolina Gilcapi. I am the founder of State Adventures, and we put together private custom tours to over 30 countries all over the world. And I have recently spoken to Erica Rivera, and she mentioned the passion that she has for belly dancing. And we thought it would be a wonderful idea to put together something special for you in Egypt where you can learn a thing or two from local dancers, go to classes, and really embrace the Egyptian culture. So let me share my screen and I will share the itinerary that I have put together for you. This is just a sample. It is a private tour for your group and any changes can happen, but this is a great start. So if you see my screen, I started in October. These are flexible dates. So let me know if October does not work. We can change it to further on in the year or perhaps 2023. It's up to you, but I do suggest traveling sooner than later because there are not a lot of groups going out right now. It's not as crowded and rates are better. I have been in the business for 16 years. I have traveled to Egypt previously and I have sent countless amount of clients there, and it was always very crowded and it is not so now. So it is a really good opportunity to take advantage of. So day one, we will travel to Egypt. It's usually a flight about 12 hours. If you're coming from Florida, it is something like Jacksonville to New York, New York to Cairo, or Orlando to Atlanta, Atlanta to Cairo. We can discuss the options later when we settle down on what dates work, who's going, and so on. I have an air department and we can help you with all of your flights. Day two, you will arrive in Cairo. And what I do in Cairo is something really special. My guides are able to go through security, go behind customs, and greet you right off the plane. That way, they will be with you to assist you with any formalities. They will prepay for your visa to Egypt on arrival. All you need is your passport. It must be at least 6 months of valid dates on it. And depending, what's happening in October, you might need a COVID negative test, like a PCR from a local CVS, or it might not be that we need tests. Maybe we just need to show our vaccine card. So anyway, the closer we get, the more info we will know because these things change quite often. But we will help you with all the steps. I have been traveling all throughout COVID for work. I've been all over South America, Central America, Europe, and it has never stopped me from visiting. So as long as we're prepared, we can get you there. Once you go through security and get your luggage, we will take you in our private van to your hotel and we can rest because it's a long flight and the jet lag, you're going to want to take a nap. New President Hotel. We chose this new boutique four-style property for its location. It is steps outside, very lively neighborhood. You can go to shops, cafes, restaurants. So it's really good for a group of young people traveling together. And the hotel itself has a bar, has a restaurant, has a terrace, lots of places to enjoy while you're there. October 4th, which would be our day three, this is the time to really get to know Cairo. Our private guide will come to the hotel after breakfast and take you on a tour. This brings me to this little BLD next to each date. It stands for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Those are the meals that are included in your itinerary on that day. So always breakfast is included, and in Egypt it's a beautiful spread at every hotel, so you will enjoy that. And then lunch is usually out in town. Dinner is sometimes with us, sometimes on your own. Sometimes I like not to include all the meals so that you can explore, especially in this hotel, you have plenty of opportunity to do so. So on this day three, we will hit all the highlights, the pyramids, the Sphinx, all of the beautiful photography sites. And I have hired a local photographer to join us so we can do a little photo shoot under the pyramids. We will also have camels to ride and a beautiful lunch by the pyramids. So it's a really gorgeous day, a perfect intro to Cairo. We will go back to the hotel, freshen up, and our dancing begins. We will take you to the Cairo Contemporary Dance Center. It is one of the best places to learn the belly dance. And I know many of you are already professionals, but I think it will be fantastic to dance in the city where it all began and with local women who have been doing this their whole lives. So I think it's going to be a beautiful dance class. So we have arranged classes with these professional teachers for you for 3 days in a row. So I'm just so excited to hear all about it. I have recently taken a group to Argentina, and we were doing tango dancing. And although our dancers were professional, they learned so much and they enjoyed these experiences so much. So I know this will be very similar for you. After our dance class, we'll be all pumped up, with all this belly dancing, and we're going to go on a Nile dinner cruise where local professional dancers will perform for us. So you will get to dance yourself, and then you will get to watch the pros. I just love this day because it will really immerse you in the culture of Cairo. Day 4, the same guide, your professional guide, will come back after breakfast and show you another side of Cairo, and that is the museum. The Egyptian Museum of Antiquities is one of the largest museums in the world. It has some of the best treasures, including King Tut's mummy in there. So you will get to enjoy that. You will get to have you will get to have lunch somewhere along the way before we kind of rest and refresh and go to our next belly dancing class. So we will have dancing every day in Cairo. After our belly dancing class, I'm sure you will have plenty of appetite. And instead of dinner in a sit-down restaurant, I have included something that I love to do. It's a walking eating tour. So Cairo at night is a completely different experience. So we will get to hit up at least 5 or 6 areas, maybe street food, maybe little shops, maybe where the locals eat, and taste our way through Cairo. So it's walking, you're exercising, you're being outside, you're being in the nightlife of Cairo with your local guide, and then your driver will take you back to the hotel afterwards. I'm sure you will be so sated after this experience. Day 5, it is our last day in Cairo, and it is a day to see kind of sites that are less known. We will go to Old Cairo. It's an ancient part of the city, so beautiful. If there are any photography lovers on this trip, this is your day, because we're going to go to the largest market. It's all cavey and, underground, like bazaar style. And even if you're not a shopper, even if you don't like to bargain or shop, it is a really wonderful time to do some beautiful photography. It is also this huge area where you can have traditional tea. There's tables and tents all outside. So we will enjoy that as well and kind of soak in that part of Cairo's experience as well. The guide will take you for lunch, and here is where he will give you some free time to enjoy and maybe continue exploring photography before we have our last belly dancing class. I'm so looking forward to your feedback on these classes, because this is one of the best places to learn belly dancing. So I know the teachers are top notch. I didn't include dinner on that night because at that point we have arranged so many meals. Maybe somebody has seen some really fun restaurant they want to explore or go with the guide. I have eaten in guides' houses, grandma cooking, so there's plenty of that options as well. Day 6 is our early day. We will fly to Aswan, and those flights usually leave quite early in the morning, maybe 7 a.m. The flight is included for you. We will take you to the airport, fly to Aswan, pick you up, and we will enjoy another part of Egypt. Now we are on the Nile River, and we will cruise for the next 3 nights. So I have chosen one of the larger ships for us. It's very spacious. It has a spa. It has a pool. It really has lots of public spaces for our group to enjoy. But before we even head out down the river, I have hired a smaller boat, the Felucca, because Aswan is very culturally diverse and colorful. There's beautiful Nubian villages all along. And I think having this boat, going to the little villages and seeing a bit of local culture will be just the cherry on top of this experience. So first we will do the little boat, then we will get on the large ship and enjoy our cruise down the Nile. So it is 3 nights, everything is included. And what I have added to make it even better is I hired a local private guide to join you on the cruise. So when we're stopping at ports to see temples and see sites, you will not be in a group. You will only be with your group and your local guide. It really makes a difference to do that. And it's such a beautiful experience. And dancing is not over because on board, local dancers will come at night to perform, and then you are able to also even dress up if you want and participate and really show off the moves that you have learned. So the cruise is very lighthearted and enjoyable. And so you will be out exploring ancient sites by day, having all your meals on board, but then coming back for some nightlife on board. On day 8, I included something just magical. It's one of the best once in a lifetime experiences. We will be in Luxor, and I have hired hot air balloons for sunrise for your group. So this will be just such a beautiful experience in the morning, very early. We'll probably get up at 4 in the morning to do this, to see the sun rise while we're in the balloon. So I am just thrilled for you to be able to do that. We do hot air balloons throughout the world, in Southeast Asia, on safari in Africa, and then of course here in Egypt. And it is one of the favorite moments for our clients. So afterwards, you'll get to see the temples of Luxor. You'll get to have your last meals on board before we go right back out after dark and see the sound and light show. I think it's really important to see the temples come to life with sound and music and beautiful light. And there's just it's just a whole art show on the side of the ruins. So it's a beautiful way to finish up the trip. Day 9, we wake up, have breakfast, and we say goodbye to our cruise, and we fly back after lunch to Cairo. When in Cairo, we booked one night hotel. It's a bit more swanky. It's a large resort. It has a beautiful pool area. It's great for relaxing. We will have a beautiful farewell dinner arranged for your group before we fly home on day 10. And day 10, usually flights back to the US are quite early in the morning. That's why it's a good way to stay in Cairo before your flight. So as you see, in 10 days, you could really accomplish a lot. You can get a lot of dancing in. You will see all the sites, and also sites that other tourists may not visit, because I am all about finding, all the nooks and crannies and getting you off the beaten path and really immersing in culture through food and local people and dance. So that is what 10 days in Egypt would look like for you. I think it is a wonderful introduction, and I hope that you join Erica. If you scroll down, I have included pricing for the group. We hope that 8 people join, and then the price is $3,499 per person. That includes $800 towards your international flight. So if you're coming from Florida, we can help you book your flight. If you have miles or prefer to do your own flights, let me know, and we will just take the $800 out of the price. Of course, if we have more people, if we have 14 people joining, then the price per person goes down to $3,199, and that's based on 2 people sharing a room. We have single supplement for $350. You can't beat that. We try to make it as low as possible in case the ladies prefer their own rooms. So please reach out to me. I'm at info@statedventures.com, or reach out to Erica and let's get the group together. Let's settle on dates and get you to Egypt. I'm going to stop sharing now, and I look forward to chatting with all of you about the details. Happy travels, and thank you so much.